What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. In this video we're going to go over 3 realities of reselling, so please smash the like button and consider subscribing. Number 1, a lot of people are beating themselves up, but if you increase your daily listings by 5 each month, 5 listings per day, it is massive growth. Most people haven't done the math to figure out just how crazy that is. For me so far in this new store that I started that has 77 items, the first month I made $250 per week profit. That was listing 4 per day. The reason why I could only list 4 per day is because I didn't have enough money in this new store to list because I started from 0. So I had to wait for holds to be removed, and I had to wait for me to build up some capital because I had to sell things I got for free around the house first to build up some money. But now I have 77 items in this new store, and it's getting about 2 sales per day, and I'm earning close to $300 per week now in this new store. This month number 2, I'm going to be listing 10 per day, and I anticipate this month I'll make $500 a week profit. Next month, even though my goal for this little store is 10 per day, sometimes you need to list more than your goal if you want to speed up the results. So even though my goal is 10 per day, I'm going to list 15 per day the 3rd month, and I anticipate I'll actually make $1,000 per week the 3rd month, because once your store starts getting to a certain point, I call it reseller nirvana, you have momentum and you've proved to eBay that you have consistent traffic, consistent listing. In my big store, I am now listing 150 items per day, and what that looks like is it's 70 per day per person. I have 3 people, so myself and then 2 people who help me, so 3 total people, 70 per day. If I did eBay all by myself, I think I would cap out at 80 per day, just because I have other things going on. And that really takes me to number 2, which is most people actually list fast enough. I know people don't want to hear that, but in a previous video I was mentioning that if you can photograph an item in 3 minutes, list an item in 3 minutes, that's fast enough. You don't need to list faster. That's not really the issue. The issue is that there's too many other responsibilities you have and too many other distractions that hurt your productivity. There's a lot that goes into trying to run a resale business, and there's a lot going on in your regular life. You have your spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, you have chores, you have household responsibilities. A lot of people waste a lot of time on social media and television. Also, you want to maintain exercise and eating healthy. For me personally, this requires full focus. In order to have an exercise habit and eat healthy, you have to be fully focused, because it's easy to become lazy, not exercise, not eat well. That's easy. But if you want to be focused and exercise regularly and eat well, that takes planning. So all of these things actually take planning. If you want to get your relationship with your friends and family on point, that takes planning. If you don't maintain your relationships, they also go down the drain. I would say that it's just as difficult to fix your eBay store if you ignore it as a spouse. It's the same. Everything is the same. If you don't take care of it, if you don't regularly feed these things, they just end up going away. And, if you don't work on your family, you might go home to a house full of strangers. If you don't work on your business and you don't list every day, you're going to show up to your eBay store and it doesn't have any traffic. So far in the new store, I now have been listing 13 days in a row, and starting with this month I'm going to be listing 10 per day. And so far today it took me 43 minutes to list 10 items. So it took me 22 minutes or 23 minutes to take the photographs, and about 20 to 21 minutes to list it. So it was slightly faster today to list the items than it was to take the photographs, because the setup that I have is not that great, so it's just literally on the ground. So this month I'll probably look for a way to bring the flat lay a little bit more vertical so I don't have to hurt my back. But I'm not going to spend any money, because there's a lot of people who are saying they're working on a tight budget. So far in this store, I think I've spent less than $10 on supplies. So I could just get a nicer setup, and you can make one for free, but I'm just going to try to make sure I keep my costs really, really low or at 0, just to help people understand the equipment doesn't really matter. It's the distractions. You have too much going on in your life. That's why the listings aren't going up. So when you start organizing everything and solidifying, you actually would get more listings up. You have to reduce to get more listings up. So number 3, I've gotten this question a lot, and people are saying it's hard to find $15 profit items at the thrift store. I know that. I'm saying I'm averaging $15 per profit. So if you look at what I'm buying in my store, obviously not every single item is $15 profit because you don't know, right? So you can see here I made $22. Actually, I haven't added in the shipping yet on this shirt, but shirts obviously are less to ship. So if you can get a shirt for the same average sale price as a jacket, you're going to make more money on the shirt because it's lighter. But as you can see here, the profit for me ranges between 50 cents and $100 depending on what I find, right? So it's going to vary quite a bit. So in this challenge, I'm doing a 2-part strategy. I'm buying items I know will sell quickly. Like for example, all of the items that I sell, you'll see some of the items I sell for below market because there's too many of those. If there's a lot of that kind of item, you have to sell for below market, in my opinion, if you're trying to sell things quickly. If you have an item that's a little bit more rare, those items I can just price right at market, maybe even a little higher sometimes, and get all the money. Like for example, I sold the Banana Republic shirt for $29. Actually, let me just check. I'm sorry, $23.98, a used shirt, right? And I would consider that a lot because people are saying I can't even sell my Banana Republic shirt for $5 plus shipping. It's because of the print. So right now, I'll tell you why this shirt sold for so much, because pineapples are popular right now. That's really the reason why this shirt sold for $23.98, because this is a cool print. You could get a Banana Republic shirt that's just a solid blue and you wouldn't even be able to give it away. You might have it 99 cents in free shipping and there's 10,000 other people with the same shirt, so it doesn't sell. So for me, the reason why this shirt sold for a lot is because it has a pineapple on it. If it had a llama on it or if it had a unicorn on it, these things trend and they're interesting, right? If you wore this shirt at a barbecue, people would think it's pretty cool, right? So also, I have a lot more pictures than the average person. I have a better title. I have measurements, and I have 60-day returns, right? So has that hurt me return-wise? I still only have one return in 50 items, and that's because it legitimately is too small. So having 60-day returns is not going to hurt me because I'm selling items as really accurately. So there's no reason for the customer to return it unless it doesn't fit correctly, and in that case they can return it anyway. So me offering 60-day returns does not hurt me. So anyway, I'm just pointing out that averaging $15 profit doesn't mean every single item I pick up is $15 profit. That's really difficult because you'd have to have an average cost of $2 and an average sale price of $30, which is a lot. That's 15 times your cost in order to make $15 profit with priority mail shipping. So it's not that easy to make $15 profit unless you're going straight garage sales. But if you're counting it, including the home runs, then I think you can do it. Now, if you're trying to go out there and find every single item is over $15, you're going to not get very many items from my experience. I'm only expecting in this experiment to find 1 or 2 $15 profit items per hour. So I don't know what you guys are expecting. I'm expecting to go to one store and find maybe 1 or 2 items that meet the $15 profit. That doesn't mean that I'm only leaving with 1 or 2 items though. I will pick up something that's on trend and I know will sell quickly for less money, because right now in this little store I'm trying to make a little bit go a long way. In the big store I can pick up anything that's profitable because I can list 150 items per day. In the little store, I can't afford 150 items a day, so I just list things that either sell quickly or they sell for high profit. I don't have anything in the store that's not ridiculous profit, to be honest, because I'm getting all of my items from the Goodwill bins, so the cost of goods is only $2. So everything is like, I don't want to say it's like printing money, but look, there's $2 in the $15, $2 in the $8, $2 in the $12, $2 into $100, $2 into $13. Actually, this $100 one was consignment, but it's usually from 2 to 8, 2 to 10. I'm getting 4x, 5x my money. This is like the most ridiculous return ever. This is like crypto returns. The thing is, it's very active, right? Reselling is an active sport, so you got to get in there and earn that money. It's not passive like investing in the stock market. So this is active income, and if you go out there and do all the work, you go get the item yourself, you're going to make all the money. But as you start taking shortcuts and you start going, start buying inventory in bulk, or you start trying to hire people to do things, you'll see this net profit shrink down to zero. People who use virtual assistants and order stuff online, their net profit is like $1 to $3. I've been there. I've tried that model before. Like, I don't want to do any of the work, so I'll just buy stuff and I'll have a company list for me. It's not the same thing. It's totally different. If you're trying to make $15 profit on average and hire people, you're already losing $5 of the $15 profit. If I hired out the processes, things also wouldn't sell this fast. This is just saying from my personal experience, because I'm only selling things. If you guys follow the store, which you should, and you join the Facebook group with my colleague Tech and Sports, you'll be able to notice things that we do, brands that we buy that tend to sell better, right? And I'll give you one of my brands, Banana Republic. Even though people say don't pick it up because it's too flooded, it's like more than 10% of my sales, just that one brand, right? Because I'm not picking up regular Banana Republic. I'm looking for the prints and the designs that actually sell. And that's just from me studying it for the past few months when I'm trying to narrow it down. So the reason why I'm not scared to share Banana Republic with you is because most Banana Republic is garbage. So most people don't know that. They're going to go to the thrift store and they're going to buy 4 or 5 Banana Republic pieces that would never sell. And they're not going to be competing against me because I'm only selling the patterns and styles that people are looking for. So most people don't get past step 1. They hear Banana Republic, they go buy Banana Republic. They never take step 2 and figure out which Banana Republic to buy. So it's pretty amazing. There are Gucci items, there are Prada items, there are Louis Vuitton items that I wouldn't buy at all, right? Because difficult to verify authenticity. It's difficult to figure out the price. I'm not looking to spend a lot of time for this experiment. I only want to do 45 minutes a day, an hour a day to do 10 listings. And I'm hoping I can get an hour a day and do 15 next month. But I want people to stay patient. The first month I only did 4. This month I'm going to do 10. The second month, third month I'm going to do 15. I should be done with the experiment. So you can make $1,000 a week with 15 items month 3 if you just copy this model. Now, what I actually think it will be like is it will take you the first 9 months to get to the level of my first month, because I have been doing this a long time. So if you were comparing this to running a marathon, right? I can run a marathon with reselling, no problem. I can do. I'm actually gonna during this series, I'm gonna list 100 items in about 6 hours for you guys to watch live. So I can run a reselling marathon, which I would consider anything over 50 listings. I consider you a long distance lister. 50 items is pretty good. You can list 50 items. You're making really good money. So you're not going to go from couch to marathon. That's too dramatic. If you haven't listed before, how are you going to get the 50 listings a day? If you don't have that muscle built, you don't have all the processes set up, you don't have all the stations set up, you don't know where to get items, you don't know what items sell for. Even if you listed 50 items, you might sell 0. Right? So it just takes time to develop that procedure, develop those processes, be patient. A 5 per month increase is a 60 listing per year increase. At $10 profit, that's ridiculous. That's an $18,000 increase in sales by the end of the year. $18,000 a month. It's like $200,000 more a month in sales with just 5 a day more each month. Now, last thought before we go today. 1, smash the like button, consider subscribing, and in the link below you can join our mentorship. Sign up for the entire year. If you're not satisfied for any reason, we'll give you your money back, but it'll take you a few months to get to my first level of where I started this first month, and it'll take you a year to build up to a full-time income. Consider if you actually go up each month. If you list more items each month and your listings get better over time, and you learn what you're going to sell over time, then you will be able to reach whatever income goal you want, to be honest. But the last thought of the day is 5 per day is a massive, massive increase, and it will take your 100% undivided focus. Okay? You can't partially pay attention because it's really hard. Okay, it's like trying to get a rocket out of the atmosphere. It takes 1 million gallons of fuel and energy. Once you get out of the atmosphere and you know what you're doing, sure, reselling is very straightforward. But to get out of the atmosphere and learn how to do it is going to take every single ounce of your energy. And remember, you're dealing with 1 million other things in your life. Okay, so this is not easy. This is the hardest thing I have ever done. Okay, I have a newborn. I'm trying to maintain a relationship with my wife. I've got multiple businesses, trying to make YouTube videos. The level of difficulty is very high. Okay, and I want to elevate myself so that I can actually do this, but it's 100% not easy. It's very, very, very difficult, to be honest. But I appreciate you guys. Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's easy. I've never said on this channel that it's easy. So this is not easy, but totally doable. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.